What's up, guys? You guys might notice the video quality is a little bit different. I got a new phone. I've been using my dad's since I don't know, I'd say about September. I broke my phone quite some time ago. So I've been using his Galaxy Note 2, and I got a new iPhone, so this thing has a way better camera than the Galaxy did. So I'm doing a video reply today to top 10 DSBM bands / albums. So first off, this list would be a little bit different if I had everything that I wish I had. But nonetheless, this is what I do have, so I'm only doing stuff that I do have. But before I start, I'd like to give honorable mentions to Forgotten Tomb, Thy Light, Silencer, Sadness, and stuff like that. Just bands that you've heard me talk about before, but I can't show because I don't have them, so I'm not going to. So this is going to be the top 10 DSBM that I have. So these aren't in any order, technically, besides alphabetical. I didn't want to rank it like that because, frankly, I couldn't figure out how to. It would be kind of hard because some of these I like a lot on certain times and, you know, vice versa. But I'll just start off right now. This is my favorite album by this group, or guy. This is Melancholy 2 by Cold World. Amazing German, ambient-tinged, depressive black metal. It's super fucking awesome. It's got this super hazy atmosphere, which really reminds me of Velvet Cocoon. But it's a lot cleaner than Velvet Cocoon. Velvet Cocoon's very noisy, and this is much more coherent, and you could hear what's going on a lot better. But Melancholy 2 is a lot better than, in my opinion, anything else they've done. The demo before this, or the new album that came out in, I believe, 2015. This came out in, I believe, 2012. I could be wrong on that, maybe 2010. It should say it, oh, 2006, okay. Shit, I thought it was 2012. But Cold World rips. I'm a big fan of this one, so I'm going to put that here on the list. Next is a band that some people might argue that's not DSBM, but I think that it is, in certain ways or another at least. This is In the Alignment of Dead Stars by Drowning the Light. This is my favorite Drowning the Light, followed by Serpent's Reign, and then Of Celtic Blood and Satanic Pride. But this is the only one that I have currently, as I've really been slacking on picking up more of Drowning the Light's catalog, as there is so much of it. My favorite song on here is Drinking the Sacrament of Eternity, Revenge of the Impaler, which is like a punk black metal song, very awesome. This is a very raw, yet audible album. Yeah, audible. This is a really awesome one, though. Sound of the Battle Horn is also awesome, and Dragged to an Ocean Grave is kind of like a staple of Drowning in the Light's discography, I'd say. I don't know if I show the inside, but Drowning in the Light comes in right now. Next, it's not my favorite album by this band, but it's what I have. My favorite's Cold, K-O-L-D, by this band. This is Hypothermia from Sweden. They improv all of their albums, at least from, I believe, Cold on. And Cold is just a much better album than this. This is great. Don't get me wrong, this is my second favorite album, but this is probably one of, if not my favorite DSBM bands. My favorite would be Starboarder. But this is one long song, recorded, improved, and it's a really, really, really good album. Definitely check out Hypothermia if that sounds awesome. They got that post-rock element in their style, so that's awesome. Next, it's my favorite, probably US DSBM band. This is Crom, with the two demos, Slayer of the Martyrs and Crown of the Ancients. I prefer Crown of the Ancients for sure. The song, I've said before, The Cry of the Witch, oh my god. One of my favorite songs in the DSBM genre. This is just a really great project. It's one guy, and I believe he's from Massachusetts, and he's a genius. He writes simplistic stuff, but it's very, remarkable and memorable, and I'm a big, big fan of that style, because a lot of people that play this style just don't do that. They don't really make memorable stuff, but Crom does it great. Next, my favorite album by this project Tentacles of Horror by Leviathan. Some people might try to say this isn't DSBM, but I lump it in there for simplicity's sake. And for this video, I'm going to continue that. I am a big Leviathan fan, but I don't have a ton of it. I have this, and I have the demo compilation. This is my favorite. The 10 sub-level of Suicide is also awesome. Scar-Sighted's awesome. True Trader, True Horror. Everything Leviathan's put out is awesome. But this is the standout album, in my opinion. Looks very awesome. Jeff Whitehead. Amazing, amazing release. Leviathan rips. I'm sure all you guys know that already. Next, it's a band that I've honestly only listened to this release from. This is Hustmark, or Halmstad by Shining. Shining 5. This is the only release I've ever heard by Shining. So if you guys have some recommendations of which Shining album I should check out next, please leave it in the description. This is just incredibly sad. Like, this is one of the only albums that's actually just, like, made me sad in a very general sense. Like, it changed my mood. The crying samples is just, it's crazy. Shining is great. I know a lot of people hate on Shining, but I am a thorough enjoyer of Shining. Next, it's my favorite DSBM project. This is my favorite release by them, or him. This is Perceiving the World with Hate by Starboarder. Tasmanian Black Metal DVD case edition. Picked this up in my local record shop. He has a huge Starboarder catalog there, and I'm working on picking up as much of it as I can. Besides this, I love Ghost Woodlands and Black Desolate Winter. Those are my next two favorites. So I would definitely check out Starboarder if you have not done so. This is the most nightmarish sounding black metal I can think of, and Starboarder does it great. So definitely check out Starboarder if you've never heard him. Next band I mentioned earlier, Genevieve by Velvet Cocoon. This is so hazy. This is just a crazy ass album. If you've never heard Velvet Cocoon, seriously check this out. It's like nautical themed along with the depressive element, and it's just a great release. I would check out Velvet Cocoon if you've never heard them before. Next, German project, Ventura Cat. Only Ventura Cat I own, as it is expensive and kind of a bitch to come by. But I would definitely check them out if you like ambient black metal. This is a lot less black metal than most of the other stuff. This is pretty much just ambient and kind of like post-rock mixed together, and it's just a great release. It's super emotive, super awesome. It's out on Hypothermia. I don't know. Hematfolk? I don't know. But definitely check out Ventura Cat. And last one, it's not my favorite, but second favorite, Telepathy with the Deceased by Xasthur. Amazing release. I'm a big Xasthur fan. A lot of people hate on them because Scott Connor, quote unquote, Scott Connor's a bitch from one of my friends. I don't believe so. I like him a lot. I like his music. I even like Nocturnal Poisoning's Doomgrass. But this is awesome. Defective Epitaph is my favorite. Then probably this one. And Portal of Sorrows, But yeah, that'd be it for my video reply for this, guys. I gotta go leave. I'm going somewhere with my buddies. So I hope you guys like this. Please do some kind of video reply. Keep it greasy.